What does a predatory animal, a drug lord, and a bunch of narcotics all have in common? A sick movie. Okay, enough of that, please. Get back. Get back there. Oh my god. Well, I hope this works still after I've dropped it 3 times. Jesus, I don't think I'm ever doing that again. Dropped a painting, dropped this microphone twice. What's next? My balls are gonna drop? Just kidding. I don't have any. Discover the story behind the infamous cocaine bear legend and its implications on the illegal drug trade, wildlife, and the environment. This video involves a drug smuggler's plane, a black bear, and 400 pounds of cocaine. Welcome aboard. And FYI, this is not a video about my sexual preference in men. I know this is a true crime channel, and the story is about an animal, but in a recent film, it's also represented as a murderer. So kind of fits. And plus, I want to speak the truth about this cuddly bear. And if my favorite murderer can talk about anything they want, including how sharp elbows are, then I can talk about this. Imagine this. You're in the mountains of Georgia in the 1980s. In the mountains of northern Georgia in the United States, a story emerged in the 1980s. It became known as the legend of the cocaine bear. This bizarre and tragic tale involves the following: a black bear, a crashed drug smuggler's plane, and the deadly consequences of human greed. This story begins in September 1985, when a small aircraft carrying over 400 pounds of cocaine crashed into the Chattahoochee. Don't know if that's right. Chattahoochee National Forest. The pilot, who was a 40-year-old man named Andrew Thornton II, and he was a former narcotics officer turned into a drug smuggler who had also been a part of the notorious drug trafficking ring known as the Bluegrass Conspiracy. After the crash, Thornton managed to parachute out of the plane, but he died on impact because the parachute didn't work, I guess. He just splat. And for the drugs that he had been transporting, they actually spilled out of the plane, who would have thought, onto the forest floor for all the little critters to have a wonderful, magical time, which is what I hoped did happen. Enter the star of our story, a 175-pound black bear. And as reading this, I am so insecure about the weight of this bear because it weighs as much as me. Nice. The bear, later named Pablo Escobar, you get it because it's about cocaine, and he was also known as Cokie the bear. Cokie, like cocaine, but Cokie. And if you didn't guess already, yes, he was named after the notorious Colombian drug lord and the bear that wants you to help prevent wildfires. So our little bear was wandering through the forest, which he called home, when he came across the scattered bags of cocaine. And then he began to eat the cocaine, which was also laced with a powerful stimulant, which you might know, methamphetamine. Great. And as our friend, the bear, consumed the drugs, roughly worth $15 million. I know, that's really hard to believe. That's just what I gathered up. That sounds like a lot. After it consumed a lot of cocaine, it became increasingly agitated and also displayed erratic behavior. Basically, behavior that you don't actually see in bears because they don't eat cocaine. That's not part of their nutritious diets. The bear didn't even have a good trip. In fact, he didn't even make it to any trip because he soon overdosed and died. Rest in peace, Cokie. I want to believe that he's up there with Harambe and that lion. Rest in peace. So the legend of the cocaine bear quickly spread across the area. The story even became part of local lore. However, it wasn't until the bear's remains were discovered by a group of hikers 2 months later that this tale of this freaking bear eating cocaine was actually confirmed to be true. The discovery of the dead bear with its stomach full of cocaine made national headlines and became subject to widespread media attention. Of course. What would happen if, some bear ate cocaine again in like 2022? I think he would start flying. According to Dr. Kenneth Alonzo, who was the chief medical examiner for the Georgia State Crime Lab, he said the bear's stomach was literally packed to the brim with cocaine. However, he estimated that only 3 to 4 grams of the drug had been absorbed into the bear's bloodstream at the time of his death, of course. So he barely had any cocaine, any overdose. Sorry, I don't know how much a little bit of cocaine is. How much is 3 to 4 grams of cocaine? Like, can a human have that? Let me know. I don't know. I'm not doing research on cocaine. I'm sorry. And did you know, fun fact, this incident had been referenced in the show Breaking Bad. Yeah, do you remember that episode? I don't. I've never seen it. And of course, as you know, they recently made a movie about this story called... It's called Cocaine Bear. There's no other word for it. But in the recent film that just came out, it's about a bear that consumes cocaine and also murders a bunch of people and goes on a murder spree. Like, absolute rampage. And P.S., the bear didn't kill anyone. The bear killed itself by eating the cocaine. So I think that they're framing Pablo Escobar, the bear, not the person. But beyond the sensationalism, the story of the cocaine bear is a really tragic and deadly consequence of the illegal drug trade. Andrew Thornton II, whose actions set this chain of events in motion, was just one of many who lost their lives in the pursuit of wealth and power in the drug trade. Kids, drug trade, bad. Don't do it. Trade Pokemon cards like I did. I remember I traded a Wailord. Like, I had a Wailord card and I traded it for I think an Abra card. But the kid was older than me. I know where the kid lives too. I could go take it back, but I'm not going to. I think I might just feed his dog cocaine. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Stop. Don't cancel me. The story of the cocaine bear also highlights the impact of human activity on wildlife and the environment as a whole. And the bear's death, also known as Pablo Escobar, also known as Cokie the Bear, was a direct result of human greed and negligence. And it also serves a big, fat warning about the destructive consequences of our actions. The real story of the cocaine bear is a super strange and just tragic tale. I don't know why I laughed. I'm sorry. He died. But the story seems just too fake to be real. How is a bear gonna consume cocaine? That's not salmon. But I'm sorry. But the story also highlights the deadly consequences of the illegal drug trade. The drug trade sucks because it killed an innocent bear. The bear doesn't know any better. The bear thinks it's probably powdered snow or powdered sugar. He doesn't know any better. It's just a dumb old bear. I'm just kidding. Why am I being so mean to this bear? You know what? I think I'm being too mean to this bear. I named him... What's your name?
Help me. I am the reincarnation of Andrew Jackson. He summoned me and put me into this stuffed animal, just like that one Black Mirror episode. This dude is crazy. Please help. Send help fast. There's not that much time left.
You heard it here, folks. You heard something, I bet. And the impact of human activity on wildlife and the environment, it's just awful. I mean, we're deforesting a lot of shit around the world, and it sucks. Wildlife is sick. Why are we burning down the rainforest? The people working on the rainforest are like, I don't know. While this story may seem too bizarre and so freaking crazy, well, the story also serves as a reminder of the dangers of greed and the importance of responsibility of our natural world. Thank you. Have a good night. This is Murder is Dumb. I know I didn't talk about a murder, but it's a strange case, and it's real. And listener, thank you so much for watching. Only you can prevent wildfires. And also remember, have fun, and don't murder anyone, because murder is dumb. Bye. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you.